Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 17 of my Viking invasion campaign where I'm playing as the Mercians. And we are probably ready, almost if not ready like right now to go to war against the Picts. Yeah, it's probably time. I have been working on my economy and my military infrastructure and getting my armies going. It's looking pretty good. I have quite a few production centers for my military. I have any place that I have an iron deposit, I am using that to train military units. And although I'm kind of going off and on with that, right now I'm taking a little bit of a break on training units just to let some of my other like higher infrastructure buildings to kind of catch up, like my armor and my metalsmith and Christian shrine. Like here in Deafness, I teched up so that I could get those mounted nobles. And now that I have a few of them in my armies, I figured, okay, let's stop training them for a while just so I can get better mounted nobles, right? And that's overall kind of what I'm doing. I'm taking a little bit of a break here while I, let my infrastructure catch up, as it were. So that's looking okay. I'm making about 3,700. I'm sitting on 26,000 in the treasury, and that also feels okay. Now, something that I have to sort of get over here is that as I continue on, my forces are going to feel like they're being spread thin, and that's something that will make me nervous. I, of course, have to leave some armies behind every time I skirt around a Viking outpost. In certain cases, it's kind of scary because, for instance, here there is 3 stacks of Viking soldiers. So it can be tempting to leave behind 3 of my own stacks to counter this, but I can't afford that much. I can afford to use my satellite defense system to essentially, maybe leave 2 stacks behind, depending on what I want to do here. Like maybe leave 1 stack here in Deary to support Elmet and Picts, and then once I take Lothian, maybe leave 1 stack there as I move around as well. It's going to change, right? So it's anyway, that's kind of the idea, is that I have to leave armies behind every time I skirt around the Vikings. And as I prepare for the end game. Now, ultimately, that's fine. I should have armies positioned throughout my empire to prepare for them to attack me anywhere once that end game happens. So it's okay, and I think that does also speak to the power of the Mercian ability to use a lot of these cheap units in an effective manner. The fact that I can train urban militia since the beginning of the campaign here with +1 valor here in Mirs, I have to say, like, urban militia are typically, in my opinion, a pretty useless unit. In the grand campaign, they have a use in the beginning, and I mean very beginning, where you can use them against the enemy royal bodyguard units. But then after that, like, you really want a better unit quickly. But in this, getting urban militia with +1 valor plus some, armor and weapon upgrades and morale upgrades, all of a sudden you're getting a really cost-effective soldier that you can mix in with your Huskarls and with your militia sergeants and your feared men to have a really cost-effective army that I think makes this strategy, of having armies spread out a bit more easy to swallow, I suppose. Whereas, like, if you just had a few elite armies that you're using to conquer but you're not leaving anything behind, then that can be a little bit, tougher to swallow. So I think I think the Mercian, roster really lends itself well to, this idea here, why I have armies sitting here in Rock and Satan defending against this Viking outpost here, and then also, having this army here in West Stayax defending against this little Viking outpost, which they will not go down. I mean, I'm flooding this with priests, and they still have 46% paganism here. This pagan sacrificial shrine is really helping things out for them. Also, the border fort really helps out. So they're going to be okay. Unfortunately, I've been trying, and they don't care. They don't care about my priests and whatnot. If I keep flooding it like with priests, then maybe. But I'm trying that in other places as well. I'm trying that here in Munster. I'm trying that here in Manau, and it's I don't know. It's a slow process. I can keep trying and trying. This is something that I have tried in the Grand Campaign, and it's a very limited success rate I find with using religious agents to cause uprisings. It seems like it's a really it's a real grind. It's a real long game kind of thing, a long game play. So I'll keep working on it. You know, I'm not giving up on it now. I can keep sending guys over. You know, you can go there. I can go back to training bishops here, Middlesex. I think you're on the way. Yeah, I think you're on your way here. Yes, yes, and I can continue. I was sending spies here to Cantware. It's not working because the border fort catches them, and if they do get past the border fort, then a lot of times, if there's like a good general here in Cantware, then there will be like it's not necessarily in game, but like I think the general like carries a protective squad essentially that might also catch, spies or assassins. I think that's kind of my guess as to how that works, because there's times where, actually, you know what? I take that back. My understanding of how this works is this: once they get in, they're in. If they get past the defenses, and I'm not, as long as they're not trying to assassinate a general or something, that's a different percentage chance. But if they get past the border fort, and if they get past any internal spies or assassins, any counter agents in the province, then they're in. But if the AI is bringing in other counter agents, I don't know if the Vikings have those types of agents in this campaign. I would assume they do, because I think they do. Then there becomes another like dice roll where that agent that's being brought in could catch any of my agents that are already in that province. So I hope that makes sense. I think that explains why, for instance, I had a spy up here, and once it's in, you would think he's in. There's a border fort, and it's just being guarded by peasants. There's no way there's going to be like, like an innate bodyguard of spies protecting him. But no, if the Vikings simply just moved their own spy into the region, then that's how they catch my spy. So I think that's how that happened. With that being said, it's worth looking around. So all of these places have border forts. They have a border fort, they have a border fort. They don't have one here, but they have 3 stacks. So there's like no way that I can turn Cumbria. Also, the fact that they have a 6-star general here means that they probably do have counter agents defending him. I can send in a spy just to see. My spies here are of 3 valor, so he has a relatively high chance of succeeding, but not, I say relatively. There's probably a spy here that's going to catch him, but we'll see. Here in Fib, now Fib has nothing right now. And of course, a lot of these territories go back and forth between the Picts and the Vikings. So a lot of buildings are being destroyed. There's not really good defensive infrastructure when it comes to defending against agents up in these territories. So there are more options, I think, up in these regions. Like already, without my assistance at all, there is a Pictish rebellion here in the Orcades. And frankly, I should be willing to jump on that as soon as the Picts take that back. So if they win this battle, which it looks like they might, I should take this the next turn. And here in Doman has 93% loyalty on very low taxes. So they might turn as well. And I'm not seeing any buildings in Doman either. No border forts or anything, so it's worth bringing you on up here to see if I can cause any trouble there. And how about at Kate as well? 110% loyalty on very low taxes. They are sieging this Pictish garrison. And could I cause... some issues up here. I can't get to Kate. Okay. So, but I can't get, so Domon's not going to help either because there's no ports here in Kate. So I would have to just travel up there with my spy. Okay, well, I don't want to do that, so I'll hold out on that. But yeah, it's worth looking at these opportunities to see if there's any chance to take these provinces, because yeah, any province I can take off, you know, the Picts without having to go to war with the Vikings is going to make my endgame easier. So yeah, without further ado, let's just kind of get some armies together, because I think I'm ready to push into Bjornis like right now, I think, and declare war against the Picts. As long as I want 2 full army comps before I do so. And they might retreat back to Lothian, but then if they do that, then they have nowhere else to retreat to, because they will be hemmed in by rebels, Scots, and Vikings. The trifecta that's basically blocking them off from the rest of their territories here in the north. So we should get at least one decent battle in this episode. After checking with my armies, I have decided that I can attack the Picts this turn. As I mentioned before, I will be focusing here on Bjornis, and we will see if they do take this fight. They do have a few armies here. Some armored spearmen are good units. Pictish mounted crossbows can be formidable. They also have Pictish crossbowmen. I don't know if crossbows existed this early on in this part of the world. I don't know the history of the crossbow very well. I feel like maybe the Chinese had early crossbows, but did the Picts have crossbows? I don't know. I really don't. I'd be curious to look this up. But yeah, they're powerful. They can do damage for sure. So that's a unit that I have to kind of focus on. And then yeah, they also get the Berserkers, which is a unit that the Vikings also get. 12-man units, really tough, good stats, but there is only 12 of them. And I think that since they don't have any armor, I mean, they're just shirtless dudes, they might be easy to shoot. Honestly, I've not faced them that often, only like a handful of times. So, like, yeah, I don't have that much experience fighting against Berserkers, so we will see how that goes out. Now, they do have a 2-star general who's probably worth assassinating. What kind of traits does he have? Killer Instinct is going to give him +2 Valor, but it's just a 1-man unit. It's just him. So he has 5 Valor, but, you know, sure, whatever. Gentle Knight is going to give him +3 Morale, but Eager to Retreat is going to give him -2 Morale. So it still ends up being a plus, but that's kind of he's a complicated man, and a skilled attacker as well. So he would be a +1 or a 3-star general if he was attacking, but he will not be. So does he have any backups here? It would be him, and he has no traits, no stars. So yeah, it would be worth killing Lord Constantine. Yeah, I have a couple assassins here. 3, I guess. 50% chance. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. What's his valor? Only 3. Okay, Jesus, I'm gonna kill this guy, aren't I? 3 assassins with a 50% chance. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that. And let's dive in. Let's declare war. So I'm sending in my 8-star general. This is my best general. He will be a +2 command when attacking, so he should be a 10-star general when he attacks. Yes, Lord Leofgar. Yes. Wage war. Send in my artillery, and I can send in this as a backup stack as well. Then I have 2 stacks here in Elmet to secure this. And I brought back one of my stacks that was sort of injured from Elmet, and then I brought soldiers up from Defet to replace those injured soldiers. So Pexatin will be held by these armies, and my king's gonna hang out here in Deary for now. This isn't a real stack. This is just all of the generals and family members all in his stack. So he's just kind of collecting all of the potential generals, and anytime I need a general, I just pull from the stash and go from there. So we will see how this goes. And if the Picts take the Orcades, then I should have an opportunity to go and take that next turn as well. So, yeah, without further ado, I don't think I have anything to... Yeah, let's build some stuff here in Connacht. And I don't think I need to build anything else. I did check this before, so that should be fine. Still working on navies, so let's do that. Let's do this. Okay, one of my assassins did fail. And okay, we were able to kill him, so that general is now dead. And yes, the Vikings are retreating from the Orcades. And the Vikings are also, yes, the Scots are finally attacking. Good. That makes me happy. So the Vikings are retreating from Fib. And yes, the Picts are going to retreat from me here in Bjarnes. So I got that without a fight. No, I do not. So this is like, so I could claim victory here for conquering 2/3 of Britain. But no. I want everything. Boat builder completed here in Ligon. And a warrior hold. Yes, yes. Armor, finish your indefiniteness. Alehouse. Okay. So I can get boats going here. I should. I don't want those boats. Let's get up to the longboats. Yes. Slipway. Here we go. Ooh. Trader. Trader. Can I even trade with anyone right now? The Vikings have... Okay, so the Vikings still have 2 ports. And 3, counting Domon. Actually, I think they brought soldiers here to counter my spy. I think they did. Why else would they have brought soldiers there? Interesting. Well, what's Kate looking like? Very, very low. Okay, so they should lose this to rebellion as well. Good. I like that. And I like this because I like that the Scots are spreading out a little bit. They were kind of scaring me. I was thinking I was going to have to bring 6 armies into Sahel to fight this. And not that like I don't think I could win. I just think that would have been a very long episode to have to fight that battle. So I'm honestly happy. I'm like, okay, thank God. They can just fight. There's still going to be big battles. Don't get me wrong, but just 6 taxes, that's a long battle. So, and if they just had the one province, they would have nowhere to retreat to. So you would have to fight that battle. Like they would just fight. You know, it's like, oh God. It's, as a content creator, I look at those battles. I'm like, oh God, this is gonna be a long day. But all right, this is gonna last 2 turns to get rid of these units. Let's see what's inside of here. There is a unit of mounted crossbows, but they're gonna have a slower rate of firing than my archers. So quite frankly, I should just kind of go in there. This is a stock 8. I think this is the 2nd tier. Yep, let's just go in. I have archers and I have siege equipment. I can save myself a turn. And I can keep on marching on. I might even take less casualties in the approach than I would for attrition, you know, for the siege. So yeah, that's going to be the idea there. And then I can fight a battle here in Lothian. And let's get an army together and take this. What do they have? Mounted nobles. Interesting. Oh, this is a loyalist rebellion. I was going to say, how do they tech up to mounted nobles? It took me like the entire campaign to do so. And I'm just now getting them. So I was like, Jesus Christ, Picts, how'd you do this? All right, so yes, I will take that. I have plenty here that I can use to put together a army comp, and I have plenty of generals that I can choose from here. In fact, I can look at that right now. 6-star general, he looks good. Moral flexibility, minus 30% cost to bribe. So he doesn't have any like good general traits, but 6 stars is good. I probably don't need a 6-star general to take Orcades, though. You know, that might be a little bit overkill. So, 4 stars. I have a couple of 4-star generals. Lord Aethelwulf. believer, so no general traits, just 4 stars. And then Lord Cuthwolf, 4 stars, most loyal. So neither of them have important general traits. This guy is a unit of militia sergeants, so I can just use him. And I can save the Huskarl general for a tougher battle, maybe. So yeah, I can use him, and then I can bring together some forces. Maybe try to send artillery. No, there's nothing up here. Just send an army. Everything is now all set, and we are now ready to jump on into this siege here in Bjornis and get it out of the way. And let's see if they... Ooh, the Vikings are going to help us out here in the arcades, although it does not look like they brought enough forces to take the province from me, so that part's nice. And I do have allied forces, 381 soldiers, who might be enough to take on the Pictish 440 men. Like I said, they do have the mounted nobles, which is formidable, 2 armored spearmen, also formidable, but then 2 units of peasants, not so much. So I have a full stack. Let's see what the Vikings brought with them. It looks like they've brought some berserkers, and let's begin battle so I can actually see these units. Armored spears, Viking Huskarls, armored spears, and what's that unit in the back? Is that Thralls? Frankly, they might be able to deal with the Picts on their own. Are the Picts, are they coming towards us? Or are they retreating? I would expect them to retreat, just because they don't stand much of a chance here. I will do the due diligence of getting formed up and pretending like I'm going to participate here, but I tend to think that the Vikings will be able to handle this conflict on their own. While I am taking a wide flank, the Vikings are just racing straight on in. Is that their whole army? It looked bigger when I was back there. Oh, no, okay, so there's some units that are escorting me as well. That's an interesting tactic to use. Because now I'm starting to think that that segment is going to get destroyed by themselves. Yeah, 2 armored spearmen and then the berserkers. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do, but you know what? I'll just keep going for a wide flank here. And now the Picts are starting to mobilize to meet this force. Although, yeah, are they going to go all... They should go all in here. I mean, if they go all in, then they stand a chance of at least routing that section of the Viking army. Armored spearmen versus armored spearmen should be a wet noodle contest. But if the mounted nobles want to get a charge in, that can help turn the tide here. But no, it seems like they want to fight honorably and just kind of let the two units duke it out. I mean, I'm moving very slowly here. They don't have to worry about me. And where's the rest of the... Yeah, this Viking section is also really taking its time. So how are things going here? It looks like the 2 Vikings units, maybe the berserk... Okay, it looks like, yeah, the berserkers are cleaning up the peasants. But okay, yeah. Now, how did the berserkers do against armored spears? That's a curious fight. Looks like the mounted nobles are going to clean up the berserkers. Maybe. Yeah, it says the berserkers are winning easily, but I tend to... I mean, they don't have a bonus versus armor, so I tend to think that they will struggle over time. Although, Jesus, those berserkers are... They've already killed 7, 8, 9?
The enemy general is
How? Holy shit. That's just berserkers, right? There's 7 berserkers left, and they've killed like half a unit of armored spearmen and then like half a unit of mounted nobles. Is that how strong they are? Holy god damn. I feel... I mean, it's hard to tell from a distance, but I feel like that was just a unit of berserkers fighting up against a unit of armored spears and a unit of mounted nobles. That's what I could see from here. Wow. That is shocking. Good job, lads. Job well done. Job well done. Yes, we will take it. And yes, the arcades is now ours. The Vikings will be retreating from Kite as well, so let's take that. Castle Assault here in Bjornis. As I mentioned before, they just have the mounted crossbows that I have to worry about, and considering what I just saw those berserkers do, let's make sure that these 18 berserkers get every single arrow, boulder, and ballista bolt that I can afford to send their way. I keep inspecting these fortifications, hoping that I can spot a difference between the first 3 tiers of fortification in this campaign. The warrior hold and the stockade and the fortified village really look identical to me. I mean, this even has the same impassable terrain on this side as the warrior hold maps do, which all appeared the same to me. It's nice to have a winter fight. We don't get too many of these in medieval Total War. I know that you need to fight 2 battles in the same turn for this to happen, and they both need to be, well, I mean, it's in Britain it's going to happen, but in the Grand Campaign, you need to fight 2 battles that are in like the northern regions for you to get a winter battle. It's kind of nice that it's rarer, because you get some nice sound effects in this battle. You get some wolves in the distance. It is very atmospheric. You also get the wind. It's kind of nice to have. I'm wondering, the one thing I wonder, and this might just be my imagination, it's probably just my imagination, but would the outer wall be stronger? Like, is the stockade stronger than the warrior hold? And then is the fortified village stronger than the stockade? Is that one difference? I genuinely don't know. But I'm bringing the identical setup that I've been using pretty much throughout this campaign, and I've been going up against a lot of warholds, so not that that's a really good indication of what I can remember here, but we'll just kind of test things out here. Let's just let's begin battle. You can just press begin battle here and see maybe these fortifications here hold up a little bit better versus our artillery than a warrior hold. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just checking stuff out. So we will bombard this stockade and see how we're doing. Yeah, so far taking a bit of damage. How about this side? Yeah, ballistas are, they seem to be doing okay here. And then on this side, 40%. Are these guys going to be in range? Can they shoot my guys? I don't think so. And is there any enemy outside of the fortification? I'm not seeing any, so this is a perfect place for them to stand. If they want to stand there, and then any of my misses can go into their unit, I could get lucky here.
And the wall is breached.
Well, the wall is breached, and I gotta say, I don't know if I noticed a single difference there in the strength of the fortification. Ooh, this is a perfect. You guys want to line up like this for a catapult? Oh yes, yes please. And then ballistas, if you want to pick off these berserkers, see if you can take some of them out. You, and then yes, you as well. And then how about you? Do you have range on anyone? Berserker? Yep, see if you can pick them off. And did we get any kills on the general? No, he still has his full 40-man unit of mounted crossbows. But what I can do is I can bring my archers up. Charles. Yeah, we can put you in loose formation just because you might face some counter fire from those crossbows. But then on this side, I'm not too worried about it. Now the entire garrison is moving in a big old blob, and this is like a perfect opportunity for me, I think, to try to get some kills here. Looks like we're making short work of these berserkers. Let's put my archers in a better formation here. They do have an accuracy debuff if they are in more than 2 ranks. So let's go like that and that. That does change if they're in loose formation. Instead of 2 ranks, it's like probably something closer to this, like 3 or 4. Let's bring you guys up so that the entire unit is in range. And yeah, let's shoot those berserkers. The Pictish crossbows, they are getting some shots. Looks like they are shooting at my archers, but yeah, our volume of fire should make short work of them. So let's target them. Let's make sure that they can inflict as few casualties as possible on us. And then once they're eliminated, I can focus my remaining fire on the berserkers. And here, like, yeah, there's like 2 guys left. Ooh, if I could get a catapult, are you in range? Can you get fire on those armored spearmen? Oh, that could be a great shot. My archers are now making short work of these crossbows. There's only 6 left of them, and they've just been moving around too much to really be getting a lot of shots on. Yeah, they've been trying to find some safe ground. It is starting to snow a little bit here. Let's get you guys to not chase, actually. Let's have you hold ground and all that. Yeah, hold ground, hold ground. Didn't mean for you to be chasing all over the place. And you can just take point-blank shots at these berserkers here. That's totally fine. And then on this side, yeah, finish off those crossbows, if you will. Here, you can move up. Put you on hold formation, hold position.
Before the pox could kill him.
Now he has been wiped out, so there's still some chunky units of armored spears that haven't really been touched, so our archers aren't going to do the most amount of damage to them, but if we can pick off a few of their models, that'd be nice. And then, yeah, these berserkers, they're dropping. They're dropping. And all we need is one lucky boulder to go down this line. My artillery does not seem capable of hitting enemy units. It's really not an anti-personal weapon. Of course, when the AI uses artillery, it seems like, man, they can hit my units, you know, even if they're moving. And, I don't know. A lot of times you won't hear me say things like the AI cheats. I know, I get it, but like, that's like the one thing where I'm like, okay, come on, they don't have better artillery accuracy than me, do they? It just feels like they do, but why would CA have done that? You know, that's kind of a silly buff, you know? Like I get giving the AI like an economy buff and some like extra valor in the fights. Like those things make sense, but giving, oh wait, so that's okay, right? Oh, that was so close. Oh, they got one. Okay, they got one at the end. The bounce got one guy at the end. Oh, that could have went down the line though. That'd have been awesome. Anyway, I just realized something. I think my conspiracy is true, because it is my understanding that the combat buff that the AI gets does give, my understanding is a 0.75 valor boost. Now, I've mentioned in the past, I don't exactly know what that means. I mean, you can do the math yourself, but like, I'm assuming that gives you a morale and defense and attack upgrade, right? But then I keep forgetting, right, valor also does increase accuracy, doesn't it? So is that it? Is that like minor, very modest valor upgrade really giving the AI artillery an advantage over me? That would just be really funny if that was true, you know? I kind of feel like it is, though. I kind of feel like it is. My archers on this side just still have a few more shots left. We can get into these armored spearmen. My ballistas actually have range on these armored spearmen as well, so we're going to try to pick off some of them from here. There's a couple units of... There's just one... Yeah, 2 one-man berserker units left. Oh, one of them just got picked off. So what do we have? 36 armored spearmen here, 46 armored spearmen there. And do you still have ammunition? No, you do not. You can move back. Are these armored spearmen charging us? Holy shit, my archers got caught here. Ooh, you guys need to back up. Run, you can run, please. Yep, that'd be great. And urban militia kind of jump in here. Guys, ooh, guys. Whoa. Please attack here, attack there. And where's my Huskarls are like out of position as well. Yeah, one of my archers got picked off. Let's see, 60 urban militia versus armored spearmen. Yeah, we cut them down pretty well. Yeah, nice. That's pretty good. So they will run away, and they will become unbreakable, I think, inside of the fortification, right? That's a good engagement for us. Holy moly, we smoked them. Wow. Holy crap. And then on this side, Huskarls going in here, and we can send the militia sergeants in as well against these armored spearmen. And I think there's just a one-man unit of berserk. Yeah, let's go kill that berserker as well. And how are we doing on this side? Huskarls have lost 0 men fighting against these armored spearmen. They are designed to kill armored spearmen because their armor is just giving Huskarls a better attack bonus, and that's it. That's all that's going on here. And then, yeah, let's see. You don't need to attack the warrior hold. Attack the berserker. And let's see. Can you kill him without taking any casualties, or is that asking too much? Nope. He did. He killed 2 guys. One stroke of his sword killed 2 guys. Yeah, it's a tough dude. But it looks like we just actually, yeah, let's get around. You can get around here and try to help your guys. We can flank these armored spearmen, and then we can take them out. And that's gonna do it. So I did lose 9 guys. Yeah, I would have lost more due to attrition, so I'm glad that I fought that after all. So Bjornis is now mine. And yes, we pillaged a bit of money from that. A ransom refused. Okie doke. So, wait, what? What? This just happened? Whoa. Whoa, this just... So wait, did my king just die or something? And does the new... Because... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm like so confused right now. I feel like my king just died. Because I feel like Egbert was my heir. So this is my loyalist forces. Lord Oswald. I don't think that Oswald was one of the family... Gosh, I can't remember. He's obviously a general. Let's see. So, it's a good thing Lord Leofgar is supporting the king because he's my best general. I don't remember all of their names. Total men, 13,000. So, the loyalist forces outnumbered the rebel forces, but still 6,000 is still a considerable amount. Command strength 12, command strength 20, 44, provinces 13, provinces 6. Contested provinces 8. And no, I do not back the rebels. Wow, so my king just died, and that sent me into civil war. Just like that, no warning. And I get this message after that message. That doesn't make any sense at all. Oh man. Oh man, in addition to that, we have plague here. Yeah, this yep, income halved. That's not good. Abbey finished here in Rock and Satan. Watchtowers finished in Elmet. Church, stockade. Let's see here. Lord Beelthwolf, magnificent builder, +2 loyalty. Okay, you have not gone over to the rebels, so that's good. Lord Harmond, silver-tongued, -3 dread, +2 acumen. Man, this is gonna set me back. Holy shit, that's insane, dude. That's insane. Wow. Oh man, this army is important. This army was like gonna be defending, you know, like my southern area here. Jesus Christ, so my army of four Huskarls just went rebel. And I luckily, so I have 4 Huskarls and 2 peasants to fight against these guys. So who has more upgrades? It's like the dumbest battle ever. Like I can send more peasants in from neighboring provinces. 13 royal bodyguards have gone rebel. I can kill them with what? Why is my king down here in Cernu? This is my most advanced region. God damn. And he has 3 influence. That was enough to send my my realm into civil war, eh? 3 influence, and that was it. God damn. And who's the okay, I need to find who's the leader. It's Oswald. Who it's him. This fucking guy. Goddamn Oswald. Okay. So I don't think I don't have a lot of experience fighting civil wars, to be honest. I've been avoiding I've done a pretty good job of avoiding them. I figured that you had enough warning to kind of move things around so that you don't have to fight them if you don't want to, honestly. So I'm not really familiar. I did fight one in my Aragon campaign. I do remember that, but that was a while ago and I don't remember the details of that. I don't think it ends just by killing the civil war or the rebel leader. I don't think it does. Am I wrong about that? So here, Somerset's going to be a complicated fight. You know, as I mentioned before, yeah, it's basically like 4-on-4 with some peasants helping Huskarls. We'll see what happens there. Deafness, honestly, would 200 peasants kill 13 royal bodyguards? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they would if I send in, you know, I can send in these 37 militia sergeants and I can send in the king. So that can help out. He is a 3-star general and he does have good upgrades and he's a natural leader. So yes, that would work. You know, I can send these guys in. They could go in here and yeah, we can fight this battle there. We can fight. I don't even know if I have to bring these guys out of the fortification to fight this, but whatever. Do that, and I am going to lose West Sax. I mean, I will just retreat into the keep, and they don't have any artillery, so I'll just hold out there. I don't know if they can take that. I mean, it's a goddamn keep, and they don't have any artillery. They have 3 archers. Keeps, unlike stockades and warrior holds and fortified villages, do have natural defenses. You know, they will mess this army up. So, yeah, have fun with that, fellas. I will be losing South Sax because my 2 peasant garrisons did go rebel, so that sucks. Anything else? What do we have here? Archers going up against militia sergeants and peasants. Yeah, we'll just mess those guys up. So we'll take back that. And then here we lost an entire stack, plus some more, but we have 3 of our own stacks. The only thing that I want in addition to that is maybe a general to lead that army. Here we have a full stack versus a mounted sergeants, so we can win that easily. 2 peasants in Puis have gone rebel, and then my feared man, 2 peasants have gone rebel here in Clwyd, plus my 2 stacks in Pecks 8, and god damn, dude. Oh, that hurts. Okay, so I have armies. Okay, that's not an army, that's a peasant horde. I was gonna use these guys to garrison my newly conquered territories, but yeah, so much for that. So much for that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I can't, I can just leave this peasant garrison here in Elmet. I can build a border fort to try to hold the population loyalty. And I can send these guys. These are 2 full stacks, I believe. Yeah. Oh, and this is just a full. This is just like, yeah, this is just a full stack itself. Frankly. Well, let's just send two. Well, the Picts will attack. They definitely will, but I have to handle my own housekeeping first before I can do anything else. So yeah, let's just figure that shit out and we'll go from there. Yes. So I don't need all three armies to fight this. I can send one army to Puis to fight these two, peasants. So that's an option. What do we got here? Yeah, let's just quickly get a full stack together. I have a 1-star mounted noble. He can, yeah, that's fine. He can be the general. Do that. Archer to Fearedman, Huskarl, Doopy-doo, that. And yeah, let's see if I can get a full stack together. Do I have any light cavalry? Nope, just a bunch of heavy cav. That's whatever, that's fine. We'll make it work. Bring you and you. So that's a good, like, that's some heavy cav, that's pretty, some gnarly shit right there. Archers, urban militia. Do I have enough militia sergeants? 1, 2, okay. That's okay. Let's just bring one more. Yeah, let's bring a Huskarl. Yep, let's do that. Let's mess these guys up. So what do they have? They're bringing 3 Huskarls. Yeah, that's a lot, but. And then, yeah, mounted nobles, royal bodyguards, mounted sergeants. It's not a bad freaking army, is it? And then more. They have 4 Huskarls altogether. Well, shit, maybe I should just... Whatever. I have plenty. Yeah, I can just... Yeah, I have plenty of Huskarls. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's fine. So let's just send these guys to Puis to handle that. Yeah, wild stuff. Somerset, let's see, I lost my governor here because I don't know. Let's see if I can find a governor for Somerset, because Somerset makes good money, so I want a 4 acumen dude for that. Hey, here we go, 5 acumen will be even better. Cuthred, loyalty is 0, but plus 10 happiness. Doesn't matter if his loyalty is 0. I just need him to, as long as he's in a stack with someone who's more loyal, that's fine. So, here, loyalty of 2. How about that? And yep, now we're making 900 florins. Yeah, that's fine. That's my income right now. So making 2,500. All right. Oh yeah. Holy moly. Interesting stuff. I lost my governor from Middle Sax as well. So yeah, I lost a lot of my governors because they were in these stacks that went rebel. How's Ireland looking? Jesus Christ, I haven't even looked at Ireland yet. So yeah, I left 2 stacks to defend Ireland and one of them went rebel. So what are these? Were these peasants always here? I don't remember. Did I put a stack of... Stack of peasants. I don't remember leaving peasants there, but I guess I did. Oh man, I spent a long time training these mangonels, and I literally just built them for Regent. That was it. I just built a crap ton of mangonels so that would make Regent an easier fight. And now I have to rebuild them because now I have to kill them. God damn it, that sucks. That's so stupid. Oh god, and my best general in Brega went rebel as well. Wolfgar. Yeah, so that leaves me with the alcoholic, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, Oswald, it's your time to shine, man. Always drunk, but this is your chance, dude. 2-star versus 4-star. Yeah. I think, I mean, can he win? It's an identical stack. That's just how it goes. It's an identical stack. there any advantages here? Not really. They do have one unit of spearmen instead of fearedmen. And then so do I. So it's literally identical stacks. But then he has this extra stuff, which I'm not worried about that, but what's going to be interesting though is that if we fight this fight, I feel like the AI always deploys its artillery. So, I mean, obviously artillery can only be deployed in the first wave. Now, a human player can say, hey, I don't want to use that artillery because I'm using it. I'm just bringing it along for the siege battle that I will fight afterwards. But I feel like the AI always deploys that artillery even when it shouldn't. And if that's the case, I mean, they are the attacking faction. So as long as I'm out of range of that artillery, they will be attacking me with 5 less units than what they should have. And that should give me an advantage in the first wave fight. So we will see. What do they have up here? 2 peasants versus my 2 peasants. Should I even do that? I don't know. Can't train any soldiers here either. Yeah, I might just lose Ulster. Yeah. Wow, man. Wow. This is a wrinkle. This is definitely a wrinkle thrown into this because I don't think I've experienced anything quite like this. You know, as I mentioned, I have fought a civil war before, but I had time to prepare for this. I don't think I've ever seen something where it happened immediately. Hey, I kept arcades. Hey, there we go. Man, I could probably use that stack back home right now, honestly. But now I think he's stuck here, isn't he? Because I don't have a port. Yeah, he's stuck. God damn it. Oh, let's build a warrior hold so he's safe. And, yeah, let's make someone the governor. Let's see. Your loyalty is fine. Well, you're 4 acumen. Only 1 loyalty. And we'll give you extra acumen. Yeah, that works. Bump up the taxes a little bit. Jeez, oh Pete, yeah, I don't. That was shocking. That was very shocking. I'd be really interested to hear what your experiences with Civil Wars have been playing this game, because I had always seen it where I got the warning message. I was told that I have this loyal generals, and then I could look around. I could just basically just put them all inside of stacks of loyal generals, or just with my king. And it's my understanding that by just putting, well, one way to raise the loyalty of generals is just putting them in a stack with your king. I've read that in a few different places, so that might be true. And obviously there's other ways to raise loyalty. You can grant them governorships. You can get traits on your king, such as, the builder traits will raise loyalty as well. I'm trying to think of other ways to raise loyalty. Marrying them to princesses, that works, of course. Is that it? But I have heard that proximity to king does raise loyalty. But I always thought that you had a chance to deal with it. I had never seen something that had happened on the same turn that my king has died, and there was literally no chance to plan ahead, really, because you don't know what the influence is going to be of your next king before he becomes king. So like if you see that he is low influence and you think, all right, there we go, he's low influence, let's work with this. But yeah, to like just basically to get the Civil War message before you even get the message that your king has died is very it's really discombobulating. So yeah, that's you know what? I mean, overall, I'm not too concerned from an existential point of view. Like I feel still relatively comfortable that I can handle this Civil War in just a matter of turns. This is going to be the one that holds out the longest, unfortunately, is here in West Saix. It's going to be curious to see if there's going to be a lot of pushback from other factions. Will the Picts be able to exploit this? Or will the Vikings, and I imagine they will, be able to take some of these provinces that I had conquered off of me. Now, I tend to not think that they will directly attack me because they have been good allies throughout this entire campaign and previous campaigns as well. But I would imagine that they would take rebel provinces because that is a free province for them to take. That obviously can be pretty damaging. But, you know, that's what I've been doing to them as well. So that's how that works. But would there be a lot of pushback from the Picts? I don't know. I have 3 stacks up here in Bjarnese. And this feels good enough to kind of hold them back. I'm even tempted, despite everything that's going on, I'm tempted to push forward with this attack just to clean this out, you know, because like this is the remaining pocket of this section of the Pictish Empire. And then I can sort of, you know, I'm not at war with the Scots yet, so I don't have to worry about them. And, you know, I shouldn't have to worry about the Vikings here in Cumbria too much. So I am tempted to go north, finish this up, and then if by then there's still like Civil War stuff going on, that I can go back and figure that out. So that's my temptation. I don't really have an answer to how I will solve the West Sax problem. I'm assuming that I will be sending an army from Defet once I finish this battle. And maybe from Puis as well. That's my assumption, is that they will come in to either Somerset or Dorset, and they can then attack on into South Sax and West Sax and clean this section up. So, oh, we have rebels here in Mercians as well. Jesus Christ, this is my capital. All right, so I have to look at that as well. But honestly, let's see, 200 peasants probably would get chopped down by 46 urban militia. My urban militia are pretty jacked, but if I bring in, I mean, I have units up here I can bring in. They can stop them, so that should be fine. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be a lot for me to handle. There's going to be a lot of fights in the next episode, but for that reason, because I don't want to press enter and jump on into just a complete 2-hour long escapade of me just fighting battle after battle, I will be saving that for the next episode. So until then, I've been Concept playing Medieval Total War Viking Invasion. Thank you very much, and goodbye.